Hey YouTube family and friends, today's video, how to grow strawberries at home. Whether you're growing them in containers or you're growing them in the backyard, if you follow this strawberry growing guide, you're gonna have lots of delicious strawberries, just like this plant right here is already starting to grow. All right, so let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, the first thing that you wanna do, you wanna make sure that you get your soil right. I'm going to go ahead and amend the soil. Now I'm going to use my black cow. So I'm gonna rip this bag open and I'm gonna lay it on in this barrel. And the reason why I'm laying it in the barrel is because I'm gonna add a couple amendments to the soil before we start planting. The next thing I'm gonna add is my leaf mold. Don't worry if you don't have leaf mold this time, don't worry about it. I've grown strawberries without it. But since I have it, I'm gonna go ahead and put some in here, and I'll put my video for making leaf mold a little later at the end so that you'll see how simple and easy it is to make. After you get it right, you just leave it for a year, it's good to go. All right, so I'm gonna add this a little bit more. Now I'm going to take my tomato tone. You can use this for any vegetable plant. It's not just good for tomatoes. So I'm gonna take some of this and broadcast it out. And after that, I'm just gonna mix it up. And I'll put a link in the description if you want to look at it or to pick some up, or you can go to your local store and find some. All right, so we're mixing it all up, and I probably will sprinkle some more of that tomato fertilizer out. And we'll be on our way. Now I'm gonna sprinkle it out again, and I'm gonna show you what else we're gonna use once we plant the strawberries. This right here is gonna be a win-win. You're gonna have lots of delicious strawberries in your backyard. Don't even have to go to the grocery store. And they taste so much better when you pick them out your yard. Just saying, it's the truth. You gonna see. All right, I went to the local Dollar Tree store. I couldn't find their stackables, so I had to go ahead and purchase this from Amazon. If you can go to the dollar store and find some, you'll come out cheaper. If not, then you can go ahead and try to purchase one. It wasn't too bad, but the dollar store will be a little bit cheaper. All right, so I'm gonna fill this up just like this. All right, so that's what it looks like. And I'm gonna go ahead and fill the rest of them up, and I'll be right back with you so we can go ahead and show you what we need to do next. All right, I'm all finished, and I'm gonna have to dig these out a little bit so I can put, of course, the strawberries in there. But if you look at the bottom of it, you see it has the drainage hose. So if you get one of these stackers, then when you water from the top, it's gonna drip through and water all the stacks, all the planters. All right, so all we're gonna do is look for the little ridge right here and go over and lock them down. So let me go ahead and find it. Now that I got y'all back on, it's giving me a little fit. All right, so I got that stacker on, and I'm gonna go ahead and put the last one on. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you the reason why I got these stackers this year. It's because that in my food forest, I have all my wood chips down, and the bugs, they go up and they eat a lot of my strawberries. I get strawberries, but they get a lot of them too. And so I want to keep them elevated up high so I can throw a netting over it if I need to, but I still got them in the ground. So this is the reason why I want to try this and see if I can get more strawberries. If that is the case, then I'm gonna uproot a lot of my other strawberries, and I'm gonna do the same thing. All right, whether you planting in the ground or using these planters, this right here is critical. You want to make sure that you do not bury the crown. Now, when I got my strawberries in the beginning, I bought bare root strawberries. So they come to you in a pack, and they won't have any of this, but you'll just see the crown and you'll see the roots like that. So if you're gonna buy them first like that, make sure you get the whole heap of them and get a bucket of water and put it in the bucket and let it sit there for an hour so that it can hydrate before you go ahead and start planting them. All right, so all I'm gonna do is dig out a space so I can get ready to plant it. Once again, do not bury the crown. Before that, I almost forgot. Now you don't have to use this, but I use this. This is my Mycos. This is mycorrhizal inoculant. I started doing this when I saw James Prigioni. If you haven't seen his channel, check out his channel. And he used this, and I got a lot of tips from him. So it has been working. What this does, it helps the plant take up a lot of nutrition. So if it gets a lot more nutrients, then guess what? It's going to provide more fruit for you. So all you do is take it and sprinkle it over the roots, and then go ahead and put it in and plant it, and make sure, like I said, you do not bury the crown, because if so, you're not gonna get strawberries. So just be mindful of that. The crown should be at the surface level. All right, so I'm gonna show you once again. All I'm gonna do is take my Mycos, sprinkle it around, and I'm gonna drop some in the hole. And then I'm gonna cover it back up, making sure I do not cover up the actual crown, because I want strawberries. So if you have been covering up your crown, that could be a reason why you're not getting strawberries. So just be mindful of that. That is very, very important. Now, if you're using a stacker, or you're using any type of container, you want to make sure that you water these fairly well, because it's not going to hold that much moisture when it's out in containers. So you got to be mindful that you got to find a spot where it gets 6 to 8 hours of sunlight. And the good thing about this, when it gets real hot, I can go ahead and move these to the shade when it gets blazing hot, because that's not going to be that great for strawberries in another 2 months or whatever. So just be mindful of that. Oh, let me show you one other thing. All right, to make sure that I don't have to worry about the pests, I bought some cinder blocks, and I got it up off the ground, so that will help with the pests. And then, like I said, when the actual birds come around, I can go ahead and put my bird netting over this to deter them from getting my strawberries, because we want to make sure that we eat the strawberries and not the wildlife. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up, and I'm gonna let you see what it looks like at the end, and then we're gonna water it from the top, and I'll show you what I also will be using in the very beginning to get these bad boys up and running and producing. So hold tight, I'll be right back. All right, it's already complete. All I have to do now is water. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the Neptune's Harvest tomato and veg, and I'm going to pour a tablespoon inside of it. All right, so I just eyeballed it. And the other thing I'm gonna do, if you don't have rainwater, don't worry about it. I have my rainwater barrels over there. I don't know if you saw my collection. Maybe one day I'll show it again. I'm just gonna stir it up. And like I said, if you water the top, it's gonna seep through to the bottom, because it has the drainage holes. But I'm gonna try to give each one of them some of this tomato and veg. And once again, I'll put everything that I use in the description below, so that you can have access to it. Not saying that you have to use every single thing that I'm using. You can probably get by without some of it. But if you're having trouble growing your strawberries, then you got to try something different. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead, and this right here is going to be a nitrogen boost for my plants. And I'm gonna go ahead and soak them in good, just to avoid the transplant shock that may come. And that's why I'm watering each and every one. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue watering. So just remember, homegrown strawberries are the best. I've already showed you how to take care of your strawberry plants. So you should be well on your way to having delicious, nutritious strawberries. So have fun growing, and let me know if you like the video. Give me a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, try doing so you can check out how this operates, and all the other videos that I have for you. It's gonna be great. Have fun growing. They're gonna taste delicious. Woo! I can't wait. All right, bye.